This FC Barcelona under Hansi Flick is not normal. What would you say if I told you that today's Barcelona are better than last season's team that won the domestic treble? Beat Real Madrid in every Clásico, including 2 finals, recorded 44 wins, more than any other team in Europe's top 5 leagues, became the highest scoring side with 174 goals. Led the league in offsides forced, kept 21 clean sheets,
and that needed a big...
and above all, showed a mentality of steel never giving up, completing 9 comebacks. Don't believe me? Take a look at this. At the same stage of the season, this team already has 11 more points than last year, sitting on 49 points, the 3rd best tally of the decade, only behind Ernesto Valverde, with 51 in 2017-2018.
The opening night. Might be 3 goals too.
And Xavi Hernandez with 50 in 2022-2023.
Your manager flag up for offside. Aubameyang.
This team is so good that it has already matched last season's best winning streak in La Liga with 9 consecutive victories. And it doesn't stop there. Barcelona have now scored in 39 straight matches, the 2nd best run in La Liga history. That is why it comes as no surprise that Flick's side closed 2025 with numbers that leave no room for debate. 169 goals in 60 official matches placed Barcelona in a historic dimension, only comparable to the most brilliant years of the Lionel Messi era. And this is not just about volume, it is the best scoring record in club history outside Messi's cycle, a clear sign that Barca have recovered their most feared identity. This is not luck. This is the result of strategy, planning, and the squad. Hansi Flick has built a squad that is simply not normal. Line by line, this team is brutal. And we start with the defensive line. Joao Garcia, Pau Cubarsí, Eric Garcia, Ronald Araujo, Andreas Christensen, Alejandro Balde, Gerard Martín, Jules Koundé, and the marquee Catalan signing, Joao Cancelo. In May, after winning the league, Hansi Flick set himself clear goals for this season, more control over matches, and better defensive consistency. The departure of Íñigo Martínez was the first obstacle. The second was a constant stream of injuries that damaged the defensive structure. Some of the most decisive absences were not defenders, but they were crucial defensively. Pedri, the player who gives the team control, and Rafinha, the one who triggers the press. Flick kept testing solutions, especially at centre-back, the position that took him longest to stabilise. From the start, it was clear he was experimenting on the pitch. His first clear bet was Ronald Araujo alongside Pau Cubarsí, but that gamble failed after Araujo once again showed mental instability, committing costly mistakes, including his red card against Chelsea. There was a moment when everything pointed towards Cubarsí-Eric Garcia as the definitive pairing, but then Flick returned to an idea tested in pre-season: Gerard Martín as a left-sided centre-back. The most unexpected twist was that choosing Cubarsí and Gerard Martín did not push Eric Garcia to right back. Instead, he took over the role previously occupied by Frenkie de Jong. What looked like a temporary fix is now becoming a stable solution. Flick has found unique answers in this triangle. Gerard Martín, as a left footer, allows Cubarsí, the centre-back with the highest ceiling in the squad, to play on his natural side. Eric Garcia provides a far more defensive, positional pivot than Frenkie. The results have been outstanding. Cubarsí looks calmer, more solid, and is finally showing his full potential. His timing is elite, his cover work keeps improving, and he is extremely reliable in 1v1 situations. He has already delivered elite performances, like against Real Betis, completing 87 passes at 100% accuracy, something no player had ever done before. But the real defensive magic has been unlocked by Gerard Martín and Eric Garcia. Gerard Martín's level has been brutal. His performances at centre-back have been outstanding, confirming the success of a quiet, patient development process. He now breaks lines with confidence, enjoys build-up play, and even switches play with accurate long balls. Inside the dressing room, the nickname Gerard Maldini started as a joke, but is now said with real respect. Statistically, his impact is huge. He leads La Liga in tackles and interceptions per 90 minutes, with more than 6.6, while committing just 0.48 fouls per game, an absurdly low number for such an aggressive defender. On top of that, he is Barcelona's leader in aerial duels, winning 84%, ahead of Araujo on 75% and Cubarsí on 73%. And then there is Eric Garcia, whose level is simply from another planet. As a centre-back, he leads all defenders in chances created and XG build-up. He is second for successful tackles, only behind Gerard Martin, and fourth for long pass accuracy, completing 71.4% of them. When used as a full-back, Garcia becomes the team's best ball progressor, consistently advancing the ball more than 10 metres through passes or carries. He is also among the leaders in XG involvement, averaging 0.83 per match, ranking third for pass accuracy, 7th for recoveries, 5th for high recoveries, and 9th for defensive duels won, with an excellent 81.7% success rate. As a defensive midfielder, his impact remains elite. He ranks third in duel success, winning over 5 duels per game, 6th for interceptions. And with the ball, he is the second best player in La Liga for ball progression, only behind Pedri and just ahead of Frenkie de Jong. He is also 5th among midfielders in XG build-up, and 9th for key passes from open play. Now we have to talk about Barcelona's new marquee signing, Joao Cancelo. Flick is delighted with Cancelo's arrival and fully trusts him. Inter were willing to cover his full salary and guarantee him a starting spot, but Cancelo rejected that offer to join Barca, accepting a massive salary cut of around 70% with no guarantees of minutes. That is real commitment. Once a culé, always a culé.
I'm a Barca fan, it's normal. I love Barca, I love my time in Barca, I love...
With Cancelo in the squad, Flick believes the full-back positions are now doubled, allowing players like Jules Koundé and Eric Garcia to return to central defence when needed. Cancelo also improves right-sided progression, helping combinations with Lamine Yamal, creating overlaps, underlaps, and space. His versatility is exactly what Flick values. Cancelo can play on both flanks, which also frees Gerard Martin from being a backup left-back and allows him to focus fully on playing as a centre-back. At Barcelona, Cancelo has already played 16 matches on the right and 24 on the left, plus minutes in midfield and attack. He brings experience from the very top level, having played for Inter Milan, Juventus, Bayern Munich and Manchester City. Experience Flick values enormously. Alongside him, Alejandro Balde and Koundé have had ups and downs this season, but both remain fundamental for attacking runs and defensive cover in a back four. Cancelo's arrival gives them breathing room in a brutal calendar and allows Flick to fully close his defensive line. And if this defensive unit already looks complete, its guardian might be something else entirely. Because today, Barcelona may have the best goalkeeper in the world. Joao Garcia is operating at an outrageous level. Right now, there is no goalkeeper performing at a higher level than Joao Garcia. If that sounds like a bold claim, the evidence is right there on the pitch. He combines lightning-fast reflexes with explosive agility, elite anticipation, flawless positioning, and the technical quality to start play calmly from the back. This is not just a keeper in form, this is a keeper operating at world-class level. 7 clean sheets tell part of the story, but the real impact goes beyond numbers. There are games where Garcia completely takes over, turning into an immovable wall and directly securing points for FC Barcelona. The derby against Espanyol, the performances versus Villarreal, Alaves, Newcastle, and Rayo Vallecano. In each of those matches, Barcelona stayed alive because their goalkeeper refused to be beaten. That is why Joao Garcia has become the new reference point at Barca. A goalkeeper who changes matches, shifts momentum, and intimidates opponents. Someone who is ready to dominate La Liga and Europe. His shot-stopping range is unreal.
And it's unbelievable. His performance the whole season. I think he played fantastic. Also with a clean sheet today. And he was responsible for that.
Reaching angles that should be impossible. In one-on-one situations, he is ruthless, closing space instantly and forcing attackers into mistakes. His reaction speed after the first save is exceptional, always ready for the second action. And crucially, he understands the Barcelona role perfectly, acting as a sweeper, confident outside his box, comfortable with the ball at his feet, and brave enough to step in and control space behind the defence. Talking about FC Barcelona has always meant talking about the midfield: pressure, possession, and positioning. The 3 Ps of Barca DNA, a philosophy born with Johan Cruyff and now fully embraced by Hansi Flick. But Flick has added his own twist: more verticality, higher tempo, and aggressive transitions. Heavy metal football powered by a midfield built to execute it. In the holding roles, Flick can rely on Marc Casado, Marc Bernal, and, as mentioned earlier, Eric Garcia. As deeper midfield options, Frenkie de Jong and Gavi are always reliable solutions. But But the true owner of this midfield, the reference point for everything Barca do, is Pedri. Ahead of him, as attacking interiors, Barcelona have 3 elite profiles for this system: Fermin Lopez, Dani Olmo, and Dro Fernandez. This Barca are not afraid to be direct when the opponent presses high. Being more vertical in the first phase means moving the ball quickly from the defensive third into midfield or attacking zones, reducing unnecessary short passes and lowering the risk of losing possession near their own box. Instead of slow circulation at the back, Barca look to break pressure with longer passes that immediately find advanced players. This approach raises the tempo, creates instant attacking situations, and forces rivals to defend while running backwards. That is why the movement and finishing of the interiors is so important, and this is where Fermin Lopez and Dani Olmo have thrived. Fermin is having a sensational season with 7 goals and 6 assists. He is the heartbeat of the team. When the game feels blocked, Fermin appears to open the door. Just look at his 2 assists against Espanyol, or his goal at the Bernabeu. Olmo, when sharp, is just as lethal, as he showed with his brilliant goal against Espanyol. With the ball rolling, Flick often builds in a 1-3-4-3 structure. This shape gives Barca a strong presence in midfield, allowing them to control matches and dictate rhythm. The 3 centre-backs provide a stable base to recover possession, while the 4 central midfielders connect defence and attack. The forward line and wide players stretch the opposition, creating overloads and space in key areas. Fluidity is the real key. Flick's Barca constantly shift shapes, rotating positions to generate numerical advantages and destabilise defensive blocks. Versatility is essential. Players swap roles naturally to maintain possession and manipulate space. And at the centre of all this is Pedri. He plays with total freedom. His vision, timing, and understanding of the game are unique. He knows when to slow the game down, when to accelerate, when to touch the ball constantly, and when to make physical efforts without it. His impact was clear in the Espanyol derby. 2 recoveries from Pedri directly led to goals. 20 seconds before Dani Olmo's stunner, Pedri brilliantly flicked away a dangerous Espanyol cross, relieving pressure and launching the move through Jules Koundé. Minutes later, he won the ball back from Carlos Romero, forcing the throw-in that preceded Robert Lewandowski's decisive goal. Barcelona have the best midfielder in the world, and the player who understands football better than anyone else. To protect Pedri and maximise his creative freedom, Flick has built a clear midfield triangle. Others do the running so Pedri can create. In that role, Frenkie de Jong has improved defensively under Flick, winning more balls and contributing with his clean technique and long-range vision. Even from a deeper role, he has already delivered 4 assists this season, and if Flick wants more defensive balance, he has options. Eric Garcia, who has earned his starting spot, covers every zone of the pitch. Marc Bernal and Marc Casado offer natural defensive profiles with plenty of quality. The result is clear. Barcelona's midfield is not just good, it is terrifying. FC Barcelona closed 2025 with numbers that leave no room for debate. 169 goals in 60 matches. Under Hansi Flick, Barcelona became an attacking machine built on high pressing, aggressive possession, and constant arrivals from the second line. The result was almost perfect consistency. Barca scored in 59 of their 60 matches across the year. One of the most telling details is that almost the entire squad contributed goals. The only player who did not score was Marc Bernal, and that was purely due to injury, which limited him to just 10 appearances. Everyone else delivered. This Barcelona do not rely on one source of goals, they punish opponents from every area of the pitch. In fact, Barcelona are the only team in Europe's top 5 leagues, with 4 different players scoring 5 or more goals this season. Ferran Torres with 11, Robert Lewandowski with 9, Lamine Yamal with 6, and Rafinha with 6. At the top of the scoring chart sit Lewandowski with 28 goals, and Ferran Torres with 27. Followed by Rafinha on 24. And a 21-goal Lamine Yamal, who has officially stopped being a promise and become a reality. Add to that the decisive contributions of Fermin Lopez and Dani Olmo. And you get an attack that is unpredictable and almost impossible to shut down. That attacking variety explains why teams like Valencia, who conceded 18 goals in 3 matches, or Real Madrid, punished with 13 goals across 4 meetings, suffered so badly against this Barça. And when you look at the individual profiles, it becomes even scarier. Lamine Yamal's already playing like the best player in the world. Explosive and elegant dribbling, close control, pace in the take-on, elite vision, the ability to thread passes, comfort on both feet, devastating 1v1 ability, and a dangerous long-range shot. Rafinha brings precision in the final ball, quality crossing, agility, rhythm, left-footed dribbling, constant movement, intelligent positioning, and relentless work in pressing and defensive recovery. And let's not forget, the captain is coming off a 60-goal contribution season, 34 goals, 26 assists. And this year, he has arguably been Barcelona's most influential player. Up front, Robert Lewandowski remains a guarantee of goals. When people said he was finished, he answered with 42 goals last season, and he has already added 9 more this campaign. Alongside him, Ferran Torres is producing the best numbers of his career, 13 goals and 1 assist so far. And then there is Flick's latest resurrection project, Marcus Rashford. He arrived at Barca to perform like his prime self and to make Manchester United regret letting him go. This has been Rashford's season, defence-splitting passes, 11 assists, 7 goals, and 5 consecutive matches with goal contributions. So yes, as you can see, this Barcelona squad is not normal, and it is quickly becoming a nightmare for all of Europe.